Hey guys, I'm Pratima and in this video I'm going to tell you which are the best phones that you can buy under 30,000 Indian rupees right now. Honestly, this is the best time to buy a mid-range phone because almost all of the brands have launched newer models and we have the Amazon and Flipkart sales around the corner too. My team and I have been retesting all of the phones in the sub 30,000 price segment and here are our top recommendations. Now, I have to tell you, I have not ranked these phones on a number 1 or number 2 basis. Rather, I have segregated them in terms of their best features like the best camera phone, the best phone for performance, etc. so that you guys can choose according to your needs. With that out of the way, let's start this video. Okay, so first I want to talk about the phone that gives you the best performance per rupee, and we have the Poco F6 sitting rightfully on the top. This is the only phone that comes with a Snapdragon 8 series chip at this price, the Snapdragon 8s Gen 3, and the performance this phone delivers is absolutely fantastic. Games like PUBG run smoothly at 90 FPS and this phone runs heavier titles like Genshin Impact in high plus 60 FPS mode with respectable stability as well. None of the other phones under 30,000 can do this actually. Apart from gaming, the Poco F6 has one of the best displays that you can get in this price range. It is flat, which already wins a lot of praise from gamers, and then it has a 12-bit display with great color accuracy, HDR10 Plus and Dolby Vision support both in OTT platforms as well as YouTube, and Gorilla Glass Victus protection on the front. I'll admit Poco has compromised on the design and the camera and the vibration side of things, but if you're a performance-centric user, I don't think these things are going to matter to you. The Poco F6 boots on Android 14 with Xiaomi's Hyper OS on top, and the company has also promised 3 years of OS and 4 years of security updates, which is quite competitive, although it's Poco, so the MIUI experience is not very good, and you will also get a couple of bloatware apps on board that you will have to get rid of. Battery life on this phone is decent and you get the 90-watt supported charger inside the box too. Now, if you don't want to compromise on the design, want a better camera quality and also good performance, something that is well-rounded, then I have two options for you: the OnePlus Nord 4 and the Realme GT60. Especially the Realme GT60 is available for such a sweet price right now. Both of these phones share similar specs: the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3 chipset, a nice 10-bit AMOLED screen and big 5500 mAh batteries. Starting with the performance, both phones have 90 FPS support on PUBG and can play Genshin Impact at high settings and 30 FPS very smoothly. The GT60 gets slightly hotter than the Nord 4 if you play for more than like 30 minutes, but the sustained performance on both of these devices is quite commendable. They have great haptics as well, and the speakers are nice and pleasant to listen to on both these devices. The main difference in both of these devices is number 1, the design. The Nord 4 has a metal design while the Realme GT60 has a plastic body, and then there is the curved versus flat screen implementation. Number 2, Realme has slightly faster charging, an LTPO screen and Gorilla Glass Victus 2 protection on the front glass. Cameras on both these devices are very neck and neck as well. 90% of the time the output is quite comparable. OnePlus has a more contrasty output and Realme's photos are a bit punchier, but other than that, both of them do a decent job. I like the portraits from OnePlus better, but it's just a matter of preference. Software side of things is also slightly cleaner with less bloatware on OnePlus, but you also have the option to uninstall bloatware on Realme, so that's not a huge problem either. The only thing that might make you gravitate towards OnePlus is that it will receive 1 extra year of OS and 2 extra years of security updates. Anyway, the recently launched Vivo T3 Ultra is another well-rounded device that you can consider getting around the price of 30,000 rupees right now. It has a nice glass design that looks similar to the more expensive Vivo V40 and the V40 Pro. For performance, we have the Dimensity 9200 Plus, with which you can get similar performance as the Snapdragon 7 Plus Gen 3, but you have to know that it does not have 90 FPS support in PUBG yet. Other than that, you are getting an official IP68 rating here, as well as 5500 mAh battery and 80-watt fast charging support. Now, since it's a Vivo phone, you won't be disappointed with its cameras either. The only thing that you could complain about it is the fact that the phone only provides 2 years of OS and 3 years of security updates. Alright, now if you're someone who absolutely needs good cameras on their phone, I have three options for you. The Honor 200, the Moto ED50 Pro and the Realme 13 Pro Plus. Now, I have to tell you, with these camera-centric devices, you will not be getting the most competitive performance, but if cameras are very important to you, these might still be good options. Let's talk about the Honor 200 first. The price of this phone crosses 30,000 mark slightly, but with Amazon offers coming up this month, you can get it for less than 30,000 rupees. And at this price, the Honor 200 features a 50 megapixel primary, a 50 megapixel telephoto and a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera. And the camera quality here is just fantastic. By default, you will get sort of a contrasty processing, but the phone does a very good job in terms of handling exposure and details. The portraits from the 50 megapixel 2.5x telephoto camera are also stunning, especially the hardcode filters that are available inside the camera app will give you better flexibility in how you want your photos to turn out. I love the black and white filter in particular. The video capabilities of this phone are strictly average though. You can shoot a max of 4K 30fps videos, but photography wise you can get some good shots with this phone. Other specs of this phone are not bad either. You get the Snapdragon 7 Gen 3, which is decent. You have a nice AMOLED screen with a lot of display certifications for eye protection, and then there is a large enough 5200 mAh silicon carbon battery along with 100-watt charging support. Do remember, you don't get the charger inside the box though. Next, we have the Motorola ED50 Pro, and it also has a 3x telephoto lens along with a nice 50 megapixel primary camera under 30,000 rupees. This phone shoots punchy, saturated photos that look very striking. The images have good details too. Just like the Honor 200, the phone can also shoot good portraits, but here you will get a richer skin tone and slightly better subject focus too. Its selfies have good highlight management, and overall it is a good phone for photography. Again, on the videography side, you don't get 4K 60fps recording option here, but the 4K 30fps videos are good enough, and so are the rest of the specs too. First, Motorola provides a really clean software experience with less bloatware. Second, the Snapdragon 7 Gen 3 is a decent performer, and the POLED display here is impressive too. The only thing that's average here are, number one, the battery life is not as good. The phone only gave me around 5.5 hours of screen on time, and number two, because it has a compact design, it does heat up while doing demanding tasks like gaming or on mobile data. Next, if you are really serious about good portrait photography, you can also look at the Realme 13 Pro Plus. This is the only phone on our list that has a periscope lens, so along with shooting good portraits, you can take some nice zoom photos with it too. This phone is able to handle human subjects really well with very precise edge detection, and apart from that, its normal primary images also turn out lively with nice details and colors. The only downside about this phone is its marginally weak performance. It is powered by the Snapdragon 7S Gen 2, which for normal usage, it is good, but the gaming results from it are strictly average versus other phones that you get at this 30K price range. The display quality is also good, the battery life is decent as well, and you get 80-watt fast charging support. So everyone, that was all for my list of the best phones that you can get under 30,000 rupees right now. Do watch out for the Amazon and Flipkart offers too to get the best deal. And since I had to rerun all the tests to make this video, it was quite time consuming. So I do hope you show some love by giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel. Saying this, I'm Pratima, and I will see you in my next video.